Hi everyone, it's Andy from Snow Camps Europe here, and in this, what is now part 5 of our Atomic Hawx Ultra XTD 130 Flex boot review, we are talking about the grip walk sole. Now, if you've seen part 1 to 4, you will have seen that we started explaining all the features and the benefits and talking about this being a newly built boot from Atomic. And then in part 4, you saw my synopsis after skiing in them for a few months. Since then, I've continued to ski in them till the very end of the season. The ski season here is about to finish on the 1st of June. I haven't actually skied for a week or so, but I've skied the boots for around about 3 or 4 months now. And everything I said in part 4 of the video still stands. But the one niggly thing that I had in my head, which somebody else actually brought up in a comment on video 1, was about the grip walk sole. Now, you will remember that this was a new boot, and Atomic had changed the grip walk sole on the new Hawk, and they'd done that in that they replaced the grip walk with a recycled rubber, and they also extended it over this part of the boot to stop the actual plastic of the boot getting mashed up when people would be hiking over rocks. Because remember, this is it's a hybrid free ride boot, or you could say it's a hybrid touring boot with free ride capability. It's also got obviously front side capability, 130 flex, etc. So the sole itself, people were starting to wonder about how you replaced it, because quite often or not, a grip walk sole will have screws. You can unscrew that portion of the boot on the toe and on the heel and quite easily switch them over, and you can do it yourself, or you can get a boot fitter in a shop to do it. And we actually had a comment on part 1, the very first video about the Hawx XTD, and it was from somebody called Richard, and he said, with the sole, is it not replaceable? That could represent a wide variety of issues for a lot of skiers, and I have to agree with Richard. And I actually was wondering this myself, because as you can possibly see on my boot, it has got somewhere here where the grip walk has gone, and also on the back, just here, the grip walk is starting to fail a little bit, and just here where the touring binding would clip in, okay, and here. Now, if the grip walk on the toe and on the heel does fall off, get damaged, loses its continuity, then this is going to mean that that toe piece or heel piece is not going to interface with the binding properly and could cause you some problems. So it does need to be replaceable, but I didn't know the answer. So I messaged Matt Manson at Atomic, and he is Mr. Boots. He is the product manager for alpine and touring boots. So there is no better person to ask this question than to Matt. So I emailed Matt, and he very, very, very quickly, as he always does, got back to me with an answer. Now, what I would say, folks, is if you've heard anything different to what I'm about to say that hasn't come from Matt or one of his team, then it's probably bogus. Because obviously Matt is the person who's developed this boot. He is the product manager for the alpine boots and the touring boots. So if he tells us that something is X or Y or Z, then that's what it is. Okay? So I basically emailed Matt and said, people are asking, what's with the sole? Is it replaceable? This is Matt's response. Like many touring boots, the Hawx Ultra XTD utilizes a glued-on sole, and it is replaceable. While replaceable, it is a much more involved process than simply removing a few screws. A glued-on sole requires finding a shoemaker or cobbler to perform the replacement. Your typical ski shop cannot do this. Shops that specialize in resoling rubber soles, so touring boots, telemark boots, or hiking boots, mountaineering boots, etc., will have the glue, the primers, and the presses to complete this job. And what they would need to do is they would need to order the replacement sole from Atomic. So yes is the answer. The grip walk sole on the Hawx XTD can be replaced. And if you are a cobbler, it can be replaced very easily. We personally probably can't do it because I personally, and most of you probably don't have a press that is going to keep that sole back on the boot until the glue is done its job. But a cobbler, a high street cobbler, can probably do this because from my understanding, especially in the UK, pretty much anyone, I think like a Timpson's, they can resole hiking boots. I have personally taken a pair of hiking boots into a cobbler in the UK and had a vibrant sole replaced. So same process for this, it's a ski boot. So a little bit more complicated than taking the screws out and just screwing a new piece in, as Matt has said there in email, but it is doable. So people who have got the Hawx Ultras, who have sustained some damage maybe to the toe piece or the heel piece, and I have to say I didn't walk a great deal off snow in mine, a little bit to the car and back on a few days, but if you have sustained damage to the heel or to the toe piece, then you can get that resoled from a cobbler, high street cobbler. So what Matt suggested is research the shops in your area, find out who does put soles onto touring boots or telemark boots or hiking mountaineering boots, and they will be able to order your replacement sole from Atomic and do that work for you. What I would say is if you have sustained any damage, then do that now. Don't wait till the start of next season when obviously Atomic are busy getting boots out to everybody, when all of the shops are going to be busy doing repairs and getting things ready. Get your kit fixed now at the end of the season, get it ready for next season, and then store it in the correct manner. If you've liked this video, folks, hit the like button if you found the information useful. Also, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't already seen the first 4 parts, then do go back and look at the first 4 videos where we started the process of testing and reviewing the Hawx back in January. Other than that, it's Andy from Snow Camp Europe saying, hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you on the next video very soon. Bye for now.